Hello students, welcome back to the video lecture of computer. In previous video we have started our second chapter, that is head and body section. And in that chapter we begin with the body section, and of that body section we have learned some of the basic attributes which can be included inside the body tag. So let us revise quickly so that it gets clear idea that what we have seen in the previous video. So in body section we have seen total 5 attributes. In that the first attribute was there, that is BG color, which help us to set the background color of our web page. Second attribute we have seen, that is about the background, which help us to set the background image inside your web page so that your web page look little bit colorful and attractive. The third attribute we have seen related to the body section, that is text, which help us to set the color of your text or a heading which we have provided inside the web page. Means whatever the content we have written, of that content if you want to set the color, then with the help of text attribute it can be possible very easily. Then after fourth attribute we have seen, that is a link. It helps us to set the color of a link which is being clicked. Means whenever you are doing click event on that link, at that time if you have observed in a previous video, then the color of link gets changed. So that color can be possible to change with the help of active link, or you can call it as a link attribute. And last attribute we have seen in the previous video, that is about the v-link. And v-link stands for visited link, which means the link which we have already visited, of that particular link the color will get changed, and that color change can be possible with the help of v-link. So we have seen these 5 attributes of body section in our previous video. Now today we will going to cover a next topic, that is horizontal line, or sometimes you can call it as a horizontal rule even also. And what is the use of that also we are seeing. After that we will learn about the formatting characters, which is divided into 2 parts, that is physical style, and second one is that is logical style. Third we will learn about the font text, means how to change the font type, font size and font color. In text attribute we have seen that we can able to change the color, but that color will be applicable inside your whole page. We cannot able to change the color of a multiple words or multiple paragraphs, separate color to the separate text. So that can be possible with the help of font tag. We will see in that particular topic. And last topic we will see in this chapter, that is our spatial character. So in today's video we will cover these 4 topics, that is horizontal line, formatting characters, font tag and spatial character. So let us move towards the particular next topic, by which you can get that how to use that particular tag to display output on a screen. So I hope that up to this you understood that what we have seen in a previous lecture and what we are going to learn in this current video. Now students, you know very well that whenever we want to open our file, how to open? Simply select your file, right click, open with, and what we have to do, that is Notepad. So whenever you will do, your file will get open inside your Notepad. And same way, if you want to see the output of this file in a browser, then minimize your window and double click on it. So whenever you will do double click, your file will get open in your browser. And up to this we have seen in a previous video. Now let us move towards the next topic, that is horizontal line, or sometimes you can call it as a horizontal rule even also. And what is the use of that tag? That particular tag is used to make the different section of your web page. Means if you want to divide your web page in different section, then it can be possible with the help of horizontal rule. So let us use the tag so that you can get the idea that exactly how does it work. So before my heading, that is introduction to HTML, I am writing that is HR tag open, and this particular tag not required to be closed. Means if you will not close the tag, then also it will work. Now just simply I have written HR tag open, and just save your file, go in your browser and just refresh your page. Now if you will see above your title over here, you can able to see a one horizontal rule is appear, one line, horizontal line get appear on your screen. Like that below my title also I want to set. So simply the same tag I am doing copy, and here I am doing paste. And just now save your file, get back to your browser and refresh your page. Now you can see your title, which contains 2 lines above your title and below your title, and both the lines are considered as a horizontal line, or you can call it as a horizontal rule, which is also considered as an empty element. You can consider it as an empty element which does not have the content and which does not contain the close tag even also. But here students, by simply writing HR tag, your work will not get over. It is just a tag by which we can able to display the line, but it contains total 5 different attributes, and every different attributes having its own functionality. So let us see the use of each and every different attributes, and according to that what the difference we are getting in the output. So in that, the first attribute is there, that is size, which contain only numeric value inside your output, or inside your value we have to provide only numeric value, and this size attribute is used to increase or decrease the thickness of your line. Means if you want to make your line thick, then that as per that you have to provide the value, and we can use the value like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10, because more than that if you will provide, then line will be too thick, which will not be look proper even also. And here right now I am providing value as a 3, right? And just save your file, get back to your browser and just refresh your page. If you will see, the thickness of your line get increased, but here when I will do zoom, at that time you will get the clear idea, because right now the color of line is not there, so it cannot be visible clearly. But when we change the color, at that time you will understand that what is the difference in the thickness of your line, right? So first attribute is that is size, and size attribute will accept only numeric value, and instead of here 3 I am providing here as a 5, and same way, same line I am doing copy and paste it over here, and just save your file and refresh. Now you can see the thickness get increased, and this thickness is just because of the size attribute. Second attribute is there, that is color. Now here whichever color you like, that color you can provide, and here right now I am providing which color, that is red, because with the combination of blue, red color will look better. So just save your file, again get back to your browser and refresh your page. Now you can see, you can able to see the thickness of your horizontal line clearly, and also compared to the bottom you can see the top horizontal rule which is clearly visible. So same here also I am using same attribute, that is color equal to, now instead of here red I am providing another color, that is teal, and just save your file and just refresh your page. Now you can see two different colors can be two different colors of horizontal line you can able to see, and here now how much value you will increase, that much thickness you can able to see in your on your screen. So just save your file and see the output, the thickness get increased. And if you want to reduce the thickness, then instead of 10 here I am writing only 2, and just save your file and refresh your page. So according to that your thickness will get reduced. So by this way you can increase or decrease the thickness of your horizontal rule. So the first attribute we have seen of HR tag, that is size, and second attribute we have seen, that is color. Now third attribute is there, that is width, and in this width attribute we can set the length of a line, means how long you want to appear on your screen, and by default the value of width will be 100. By default the value of width will be 100, means the length of your horizontal rule will be 100%. But instead of that 100%, here I am writing that is 60%, or simply I am writing only 60, and then just save your file, get back to your browser and just press F5 key. You can see the size of your HR get reduced, and it is remained up to the 60 only. But this 60, sometimes computer will get confused that it is in a form of percentage or it is in a form of pixel. If pixel is there, then it will look like this, and if you are setting in a form of percentage, then just refresh your page, the length of your rule gets changed. So always keep in mind that whenever we are providing a value of width must be in a form of percentage, so that you can set the appropriate value, and according to that you can able to display the output on a screen in a proper manner. Same way here also I am providing 60%, and save your file and refresh your page, so that your horizontal rule become smaller. like that you can increase more than 100% even also, and you can decrease up to the 10% even also. That is depend on our requirement, right? So this is the third attribute of HR tag. Now next is that is align attribute, which in previous video also I told that in first chapter also I told that this align attribute is considered as a universal attribute which can be used in so many different tags. In previous we have seen the use of align attribute in heading tag as well as in paragraph tag, and now today we are seeing in HR, and here I am providing a value that is right, because by default value of HR align attribute inside the HR tag will be center, but now I am providing right, and just refresh, the position of my HR rule gets changed in a form of center to the right, and instead of, and same here I am setting align equal to left, and just save your file and just refresh. Now you see that one horizontal rule is on right side and one horizontal rule in a left side, and if you want to set in a center, then you do not have to provide the align attribute, automatically it will be a part of a center align only. So this was the fourth attribute of HR tag, that is align. And last but not the least, that is fifth attribute, and which is considered as a no shade, right? Now in this no shade, whenever we will, no shade attribute does not contain any value. So students, whenever we are using no shade attribute, at that time always keep in a mind that during that attribute we do not have to set the color of a HR, then and only then you can able to see the output. Now from here I am removing that color. Now save your file, get back to your browser and just refresh your page. So here if you will see, the color of your HR gets changed. Instead of red, it become a grayish color, which shows that that color does not contain any shade. It is just a plain line which you can able to see on a screen. So this is the particular use of HR tag along with its 5 different attributes. And again I am doing undo so that we can able to visualize the color of a horizontal rule, by which we can able to make our document, our web page little bit colorful, right? So hope students you understood very well that the use of HR tag with its 5 attributes. First one is size, second color, third width, fourth align, and fifth one is no shade. And no shade attribute does not contain any value. Understand students? So this is all about your HR, means horizontal rule, or you can call it as a horizontal line. Now next is that is use of formatting character. And as I told that in use of formatting character, here before using, let us set the particular heading so that we can get the idea that which concept we are using. Use of formatting character, right? Now this particular formatting character can be formatted in 2 different ways. First using physical style and second using logical style. About physical style you have already learned, right? So that's just a basic idea I am giving, that is B bold and B tag close, and you know very well that what is the use of this particular B tag, italic and close I tag. Same way U tag open, underline, U tag close, and use of this all 3 tags you know very well because we have already learned in previous chapter, means in chapter number 1 only we have covered this concept, right? So whenever we will write this, our text will get appear in a form of that particular effect, that is bold, italic and underline. And these particular tags are considered as a physical style tag, in which we are informing to the computer physically that we need to apply this effect on that particular text. Means if we want to apply bold effect, then we have to write B tag. If we want to apply italic effect, then we need to write I tag. And if you want to set underline over below the text, then we have to apply U tag, by which we can able to do very easily. But instead of physically mentioning this all the tags to that particular text, your HTML is providing the another way even also, in which we have to just inform to the browser that what we want. Afterwards, logically, by its own thinking, it will make change inside your output and you can able to see the output on your screen. And that can be possible with the help of tag, that is use of logical style tags. And in that same, here I am writing that is strong, and here I am writing bold and strong tag close. Right now here instead of capital you can write in a small form even also. Now just save your file and don't forget to break your line so that you can able to see the output in a proper manner. Just save your file and press refresh. Sorry, spelling mistake can also create a problem. Save and press F5. Now here you can see the color of bold text and this bold text both are same, but the tag which we have used here, we have used that is bold and strong, and here we have used that is B tag. Only the difference in a tag, working functionality will remain same. You will not find the difference in that. Just here logically computer will use own logic, that strong means we have provide in a form of bold effect, and here B stands for bold only, so computer will provide in a form of bold effect only. So this is the difference between your physical style tag and logical style tag. So by this, logically and physically, on both way, you can show the output to the in your browser, by which using a different tag also we can able to display the output on our screen. Right? So this is the use of strong tag. Another tag is there, that is EM, and here I am writing that is emphasize and close EM. Now just save your file, get back and just refresh. Now your emphasize is exactly same as your italic. Emphasize tag is exactly same as your italic tag, by which you can able to display the same output, but only the difference in a form of tag. There here we are using I tag and here we are using EM tag, and here when we will provide break rule, so that text will appear in a new line. So you can compare both this one and this both, by which the effect will remain same. Effect will remain same, just a difference in a form of tag, use of tag. Here I have written strong, so that at least you can get the idea that here we are using a logical style tag in which strong tag is there, emphasize tag is there, and upper side in a physical style, bold, italic and underline is there. So this is the particular use of logical style tag. Like this, another tag is also there. Just here I am writing another tag, that is CITE and CITE close, and here I am writing that is CITE tag. Just save your file and just press F5 key. You will not get the difference in your output, students, because use of CITE tag is also equivalent to your italic tag only, in which it will cite the important text such as title of any particular page or any title. If you want to make your title different compared to the normal text, then using cite you can able to do it very easily, right? But much more difference is not there in your output. So whether you are using emphasize, whether you are using cite or whether you are using italic, your output will remain same, right students? So this is about your particular logical style tag. Like this, another use is also that is DFN, and another tag is that is strong, which right now practically it will not be possible to show you the output. So just you understand these three tag only, that is strong, EM and cite, right? And there is no any equivalent tag for underline in a logical style tag. In logical style tag, you can able to display either using a form of strong or emphasize, by which you can able to set your bold effect as well as italic effect even also. So this students, this is all about your formatting character, that is physical style tag and logical style tag. I hope that you understand well that how to use this particular tag to display the output. And also students, keep in mind that keep saving your file and keep observing your output even also, so that you can get the idea that the changes which you are making inside your file, that changes output, how it is getting displayed on a browser, right? Now next is that is to change the font color, font type of this particular content which we have written. So let us see that how to use that, and that can be possible with the help of font tag. And before that, now here we have provided this heading, that is introduction to HTML. Now as here we have set the heading style, that is H1 tag over here. If you will see, then this is our heading style which we have set, right? So keep in mind that whenever you are using heading style at that time, for you while using that heading tag, along with that if you want to use the font tag, then in that font tag you can change only font color and font type. We do not have to set the size, because already using heading we are showing that it should display in a big font size. So we do not have to provide a size attribute inside the font tag when we are using a heading style. But if we are not using, then let us see that how we can able to display the same output over here. So the same text, right now just I am writing using font text to show you the difference between both, and then after we will keep only one, that is font tag open, and here I am writing first of all that is font tag close, because this effect I want to set only on my title or only on my heading. So here again I am writing that is introduction to HTML, and this font tag having three attributes: face, size and color. So first of all I am begin with the size. Size equal to, right now I am providing that is 7, and that particular, also keep in mind that maximum value, numeric value you can set of font size, that is 7. Now you can differentiate both the particular heading. Here the size is bigger compared to your H1 size even also, right? More than 7, here suppose I am providing 20, here suppose I am providing 25. Just save your file and just refresh. There will not be change in your output, because the maximum limitation of font size, that is 7. But instead of 7 I am providing here 4. Just save your file and refresh. Now you can see the size becomes smaller, right? So according to the particular size, maximum you can provide 7, minimum you can set 1. According to that, the text will get increased, size of your text will get increased or decreased on your web page, right? Now here I am providing 5 only, right? And along with that I want to change the color of this text. So here I am writing that is color, and in this particular title I want to set red color. So just save your file, get back to your browser and just press F5. Now you can see all the content will appear in a blue tag blue color only, but the color of this title gets changed in the form of red, because that color we have provided using which tag, that we have provided using attribute, color attribute inside the font tag, right? So the second attribute of your font tag, that is your color, by which you can able to change the color. Now instead of this, if you can set the hexadecimal value one also, that is and has, otherwise you can set any particular hexadecimal value which we have seen in a previous lecture even also, that is has FF0F0, right? Instead of FF0F I have written FFFF00. Now just save your file and just refresh. The color gets changed in a form of yellow. Like that you can change in a form of another color even also, simply by changing the value. The color gets changed in a form of white. You can see when you will do selection, at that time you can able to see the color on a screen. Now here instead of have, I am making some change and just refresh. Here color is there, but color it is there in a form of light color. See, not exact white, but light color is there. So whichever color you want to set, that you can able to set very easily. But right now I am providing a red only, so that it can be visible clearly on a screen, right? So second attribute is that is color, and third attribute is there, that is face. face attribute is used to provide to change the font type, right? Now we know that we don't remember all the font type, so no need not to worry about it. For that, we have to go in a format menu, go in a font tag. Now in a font menu, you will get the list of a menu or list of different font styles, right? From this, whichever we like, that we can set. Now here I am taking this Cooper. Just copy this and paste it over here and just save your file and just press F5. Now you can see, students, the font type also gets changed, font color also gets changed, and font size is also different. Now here instead of 5, I am setting the size 7 so that we can see the bigger font heading, because we know that heading should display on using a big font size only. So now from here I am removing the use of heading style, means I am deleting this so that we can display our heading in a big font size using font tag with its attribute, that is size, color and face, right? But here if you will see, our heading is not there in the center, and if you want to display your heading in a center, then for that, here I am using a tag that is center open, and when your font tag get closed, there we have to close our center tag, right? Now just save your file, get back to your browser and just press F5 key. Your heading get appear in the center of your page. So by this way you can set your title in a center, right? So only there is a tag, that is center tag, by which you can display the title in a center. You cannot able to write the left tag or right tag because there is no such tag available in HTML. This also keep in mind. So this is the use of font tag, by which we can able to provide the font color, font size and font type, right? Now along with this, your HTML is providing another tag also, which is related to the particular font tag, and which I am applying after this only, and that will be considered as a base font. What we have to write, that is base font, and here I am changing its face equal to. Now for that, again go in a font menu, and in this, whichever you prefer, that you can set. So from here I am taking this Britannica font, copy it and paste it over here and just close your tag. And also keep in mind that if you will not close this particular tag, then also it will work. Now just save your file, get back to your browser and just refresh your page. Right now, have you seen any change in your output, students? If you will see clearly, then there will not be any kind of change, because it is used as a default font size. Means whenever you are not setting any particular font, at that time by default it will accept that particular base font style. Means at the beginning of a HTML code, if we want to decide that which default font we have to apply in our web page, then that can be possible with the help of base font only, right? Using that you can able to do it very easily. But as here we have provided the font size, so it will not be applicable. So this you have to keep in mind, right? So this is only just a basic use of that particular tag. Further we do not have to use more, but main thing is to remember the use of font size, color and face. And always keep in mind that attribute, always it will be written in an open tag only. We do not have to write in a closed tag, right? So this is all about your particular font tag. Now the last topic of our chapter, that is special character. Now many times so many special characters are available on our keyboard, like $sign is there, then after end symbol is there, star symbol is there, copyright symbols are there. That kind of symbol if you want to display on the screen, then directly it cannot be possible simply by typing. Now let us see the use of special character, and for that right now I have set the heading over here, that is use of special character, by which you can get the idea that how to apply this concept on our web page. Means whichever special character you want to display as an output on a screen, then directly it cannot be possible. For that, we have to use a symbol, and that symbol is considered as an ampersand, or you can call it as an and, symbol of and. So here I want to display the symbol of copyright. So for that copyright symbol, I am writing and always keep in mind that whenever you want to provide the ASCII value, means a number, numeric value of this copyright, then it can be possible to display with the help of and hash. And here I am providing its numeric value, that is 169. Means 169 is a value for displaying a symbol of copyright. Now just save your file, get back to your browser and refresh your page. You can able to see on the screen that is the symbol of symbol of copyright, right? Like this, you can able to set the another symbol even also. For example, if you want to set the symbol of ampersand, then here what we have to write? First of all, I am writing that ampersand and amp. Just save your file and just refresh. You can see that symbol get appear. Means when you are writing any alphabetic value, at that time only and symbol we have to use. And if you are setting numeric value, then you have to use the hash symbol even also, right? Like this, you can try at your home by providing different values even also. For example, if you want to set the less than sign, then less than sign, it can be possible with the help of two ways, that is and LT. Otherwise, you can and hash, you can provide the numeric value, that is 60. Now by these two ways, you can able to display the output on a screen. See, two less than sign get appear. So either you can write and LT or and hash 60. This 60 is nothing but it is considered as a ASCII value, means unique value of this less than sign, and computer will understand this unique value very easily, right? So this is the particular different ways by which you can able to display the special character, and using that special character you can display any particular special character from your keyboard directly on your screen. But before that, you must know that ASCII value, and for that ASCII value you can prefer your appendix, which is given inside at the end of your textbook. Different appendix are given in which all the detailed information related to this ASCII value and all table content and everything is given. So if you will prefer, then you will get the idea that which symbol contain what numeric value, right? Along with that, suppose if you want to set the registered trademark symbol, then here first of all I am writing that spelling, registered trademark, right? And even if you have your own textbook, then students check it out that inside your textbook they have written in a table that is ERG on page number 31. But you do not have to write ERG because it is a spelling mistake. Instead of ERG, what we have to write, that is REG. Or if you do not want to write REG, then you can write and hash 174. By providing this numeric value also, you can able to set that registered trademark symbol, which right now you can able to see over here, right? So this is a way by which we can able to display a special character on our web page using and symbol and using hashtag along with the and symbol whenever we want to set the numeric value. So students, I hope that you understand very well about up to this what we have learned, and in this chapter we begin with the concept of body section. We begin with the body section, and in body section we have seen 5 attributes. Afterward, horizontal rule. In horizontal rule we have seen about another 5 attributes. Then after we have seen about formatting character, which is divided into 2 parts, physical and logical. Then after we have seen about the particular then after we have seen about the concept of font type, font size, font color, and at the last we have seen the use of special character, right? So I hope students that you understand all this particular text with its attribute, and try to apply at your home, try to do the practice at your home whenever you get the time, so that your concept gets clear and it will be useful in future even also. As still we have to move towards the two chapters which is based on HTML, and if this concept is clear, then it will be easy for you to understand. So like this way you have to display the output, so that you can also understand that which tags and which concept you have applied of that, what kind of output you get on a screen, right students? So I hope that you understand very well and enjoy your day by watching the video, by having a fun. Take care. Have a nice day, students. See you.